Forget gags about how bad airline food is or musing on the lameness of white people. No, we've got geek-centric comedian and actor Patton Oswalt. Plus, we're going to teach you how to seduce that special someone in the nerdiest way possible. And finally, we push and shove our way onto the red carpet for the premiere of the Family Guy movie, Stewie Griffin, The Untold Story. Now, we've never seen a pilgrim use a staff the way you did. On Attack of the Show!
Pick up on this.
Hey everybody! Welcome to the show!
Wow.
Oh, that was okay from Monday.
I was pretty good.
Welcome back, Kevin.
Yeah, thank you very much. I was gone this weekend, had a little wedding to
You were
attend.
gone Friday.
I was gone. Well, everybody's gone Friday.
No,
I
you were
think.
on Thursday.
I was gone Thursday
It
as
seems
well.
like it's been so long.
I was kung fu fighting, and I will not say with who, but I will say I was actually kung fu fighting. And,
At a wedding.
And we'll see it later. No. The wedding and the kung fu fighting were two different things.
Oh, mutually exclusive.
I may have
Okay.
punched my brother's new wife in the throat, though. I'm not sure. We're waiting for
Aren't
pictures.
weddings fun? Like after hour
Oh.
4, you're like, I don't really know what I did.
Yeah, I cried a lot.
You know, I know I ruined her dress.
Yeah.
She was mad.
She deserved it, though.
Well.
She was all talking about how welcome to the family. Yeah, right.
Take that, Bridezilla!
Exactly.
So-
Oh, and she hates that nickname too, by the way, because we were
Keep
calling
doing
it all
it.
day.
She deserves it.
But I landed, and there was a piece of fan mail, if you will, on my desk, which,
Okay.
believe me, is
Okay.
new to me because I don't get it ever.
No, you don't.
It's normally dripping with blood or white powder, and it was this, and I thought I was special because I thought Nick Huddleston went out of his way to draw
Oh,
me.
that's you.
That's me.
Okay.
You know, see, that was before I started eating fresh, and. But that's me nonetheless, and I thought Nick went out of his way to draw this special for me.
Like you and Nick, BFF kind of
Brendan
thing?
Moran swivels around in his chair and says, "Hey,
Got my own
look
Nick
at that!
special.
Wow.
Wait, can you tilt it forward? It's a little bright. Come on.
It's pre-Brendan haircut, but he got
Tilt it
my
forward.
nose just right.
He did.
It looks like a giant white
You know what I
mass
mean?
right now. Can you
It's
tilt it?
It's kind of broken
Well, you
in
can
3
see it now.
places.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay,
Yeah.
wow, yeah.
He does. It's sort
He
of
looks like a Vanderbilt
like
in
the
it.
drawing adds 10 pounds kind of a thing.
Yeah, definitely.
For both of you guys.
It's the number 2 lead, apparently.
You know, I also got a picture from Nick,
Oh, and?
and it was very nice. He also included a picture of Batman, an original.
Yeah, I got
he
that
drew.
too. I got the photocopy of it,
The
though.
so did I. He was not going to give me his original. But I didn't know that we were doing this game today, so thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Well,
guys,
you didn't have
for
time to take it
keeping
out
me
of
in
the
loop.
frame from above your bed with the incense around
you
it.
know?
I know. I've stalked
How
you, actually.
embarrassing.
It's really sad. Brendan, what's going on? Anything interesting in the show today?
No.
Awesome. Moving right along.
Just looking at my picture.
All this weekend, I'm fussing with this trio, and anybody who knows anything about me or the show knows that I hate the trio.
Knows that you complain incessantly.
But I still have
Like,
not found.
My life sucks. I've got a trio.
It's my only reason to be emo in this world, and it's the Trio 600. And I refuse to go to the 650 because I don't want to give the trio any more business, and that's why there's this bad boy here.
Okay.
Okay.
What
this
is
is
it?
what's important.
What do we got?
This is the PPC 6700.
Okay.
And it's a new smartphone from Sprint. When I turn it on, you'll immediately be dazzled by the lights and the colors, and if it turns on, that is. There it is.
Now, is this
Oh
the
my
thing
God, that's dazzling.
Right?
Is this the
You stole my
puppy that's
heart.
running the newest version of the Microsoft?
It is.
Yeah.
Windows Mobile 5.0. But hold on a second. It's roughly
Okay.
the same size and weight as a trio,
right.
and you're saying, but wait, clearly, Kevin, this can't replace your phone. There's no
Well, yeah, because
keyboard.
see, here's the. Wow.
Yeah,
I was
hey
just about
now.
to say, well, he got a keyboard here.
Yeah.
That
Instead-
is fun. That's very sidekicky. But it does a
decided-
lot more things than a sidekick
Does a lot more things than a sidekick
You know,
does. I thought
the
this,
phone, it's
the screen is
email,
larger
you
because
can,
the
you know,
keyboard's
you can get
under
your
it.
Pop mail.
Well, here's the
Got a
coolest thing.
Camera.
It's all about connectivity. Oh, yes, camera, 1.3 megapixel, not bad at all.
Not bad.
But it's all about the the connectivity, if you will.
Yep.
Bluetooth. Got it, not a problem. 650 owners are saying, well, wait a minute, I got Bluetooth too. Okay, well, when you don't want to use Bluetooth, what do you use? Wi-Fi, perhaps? It's
Got
built in,
it.
Sarah Lane.
Is it waterproof?
I don't know, actually. Drop it. See if it's shatterproof.
I mean, I just
No,
think if it's got everything, it should probably
It's got the
be waterproof.
Wi-Fi as well, and if you're not in an area with Wi-Fi, not a problem.
You can use it on a plane.
EVDO built in, so while you're waiting to take off, you could use it on a plane, actually.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I love it.
The pricing plans for the data can get a little expensive, but basically, if you want to know what it's really going to cost you at the end of the day, especially if you want to tether it like to a computer and use it
Yeah.
as an EVDO modem, it's going to be about $90 for unlimited data and everything. But
Per month.
Per month.
Yeah.
But there's an unlimited EVDO plan for this that if you're just using it as the phone, that anywhere between 10 and 20 bucks. So that's a lot more reasonable for some people. But
I mean,
I'm telling
considering
you,
that it's sort of, it could almost be a laptop on the go.
it essentially
not
is
that expensive.
It essentially is, and it's finally
I mean,
bidding
how
adieu
much are you paying for this guy?
to Palm.
month.
Per month? I think
Yeah.
I pay like $15 a month for unlimited data.
Oh.
But, you know,
So it's quite a bit more.
I could pay somebody to run me ones and zeros quicker than this thing
you
actually
go.
receives it. This thing,
All right. Kevin has a new girlfriend.
Sexy, I do.
It's silver and it's Sprint.
she still won't put out, though.
All right, moving on. You know when you download a new software app,
Sure.
and you've got the end user license agreement. It's this long legalese
You
sort
scroll
of.
and hit OK because you have no
say,
idea what
I
it
agree.
says.
I agree. Just install the damn thing. Sometimes there's a lot of things in there. There's
Really?
things that you should know. Third-party applications.
But
people selling your information.
You know what, Sarah? You are right, but here's my problem. I just don't have time.
I don't either, and that's
just
why
don't.
that's why there is a very nice little software application called how do you say it?
Utilizer?
Utilizer.
Yeah, end user
Utilizer.
license
what
agreement
it does
analyzer.
is it analyzes your EULA or end user license agreement. So if you, we've got what we did here is we cut and pasted the Gator EULA,
Oh, see,
which everybody knows the Gator's known for lots of spyware and does
Nasty,
lots of stuff and
lots of
takes control
pop-ups.
of your life and all that good stuff. So what we're going to do is we just cut and paste it in here. We're going to go ahead and analyze it. And Utilizer is going to flag
Oh, wow, look
any
at that.
interesting words that it finds within the EULA itself, like, for example, pop-ups. So let's just maximize this, and it's going, all right, well, here's, several instances
Sure.
where they casually mention pop-ups in,
Right.
within a, huge paragraph of things you're never going to read,
Look
and
at this.
so on and so forth.
This one was great that it found
Advertising.
targeted advertising. You can even pull up the exact portion
Right.
of the EULA with the sentence, and there it is. It's saying, "Hey, we might just put a couple ads on your screen. No big deal.
Hey,
we're still buds.
Just saying.
Yeah.
And when we do, don't get mad because we told you here.
We told you here.
We told you. It's
The
in the EULA.
Utilizer.
So Utilizer, get it, and
free.
don't ever blame yourself.
It's free.
It's free.
It's good. Go for it.
It's good. Moving on now. You know how our president is often quoted.
George Bush, yes.
Yes, George W.
Took me a second.
is often quoted for things that he says in
Sure,
speeches.
sure.
For one reason or another. Well, someone has taken it upon themselves to make it a lot more fun to listen to all these speeches. It's sort of in one little place. It's
See, I could listen to it dry and still giggle.
and I could too.
Yeah.
And I could too, except that when it's set to music, it's even funnier.
All
so
right,
for
what do we have?
example, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to play a song from the Party collection.
Oh, nice little techno beat
Sure.
going on there.
Yeah.
All right.
And,
at some point, George Bush is going to start singing, right? Oh, there he is.
Now, you would think that this is just like the newest band off the top 40
I didn't know that they
hit
were
list,
cutting back
right?
to me. I was just dancing under the music.
Right?
But whoops.
I mean, this sounds like something that you'd hear on the radio.
Sure.
No, Kevin, this is actually little snippets from speeches that W has actually put out in the world.
You're saying he didn't actually sing that?
He was not singing Party.
You could say that technically he did, but not all at once.
It's a little W mashup.
Yeah.
Also, so people should go and download this. There's actually a really good cover of Imagine. that-
And Sunday Bloody Sunday.
yeah, painstakingly chopped up these
And
words
frightening,
from Bush.
really.
And then there's also
and white lines too. Take whatever irony you will.
we're out of time. We don't have time to talk about it. But there's a list of the nicknames that Bush has for everybody, and they're brilliant. Poppy and Bushy. But anyway, moving on.
Bushy.
Today we're going to let you peek behind the curtain of Brendan Moran.
Whoa. Really?
sounded
God, I hope you shaved.
What does this mean?
Ask him
What does that
anything.
mean?
I don't know. It means ask him whatever you want.
Oh, phone calls.
Yes, but don't waste his time with gaming questions. You know better. The number is 800-839-7880. Of course, you can email us through our web form at attackoftheshow.com/askus, and you can chat with us on our IRC chat room as well. Just go to chat.g4tv.com.
Now, don't give up on us just yet, because when we come back, we'll drink from comedian Patton Oswalt's Flagon of Chuckles.
Oh!
Oh.
Good evening and welcome to Cosmos 2038. Tonight we'll be looking closely at one of the, shall we say, new kids on the galactic block. Discovered only 33 years ago, planet Xena and its fellow moon Gabrielle changed the way astronomers viewed our corner of the universe. Xena and Gabrielle, as you know, were named by Caltech astronomer Michael Brown back in 2005 after characters from a popular television series called Xena, Warrior Princess. You remember it was a spin-off of that other series, Hercules: The Legendary Journeys, which I don't know, starred Kevin Sorbo. When we come back, we'll be taking a closer look at planetary bodies Xena and Gabrielle. Stay tuned. Are we clear? Are we done? You serious? Xena and Gabrielle? You've got to be kidding me.
Not only is he an incredible comedian and a staggeringly fine actor, but Patton Oswalt is also amazingly patient, or maybe not so, when TV hosts blatantly kiss his ass. Patton, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks,
You found
man.
my single shot. Good job, buddy.
I like it, man.
You're a pro at this. I mean, you've done this before.
I'm getting pretty good, yeah. I've done a lot of basic cable.
Yeah. People
Yeah.
know you as
My star is ascending.
Spence on The King of Queens, huh?
Yes. Well, no, they know me as that guy from The King of Queens. Oh, yeah, you're on that show in the day with the one guy, and then you're the other guy.
Do you ever get that? Oh, so are you the dude? Oh, wait, no, you're not the dude. You're the other dude.
Yeah,
Did you get relegated to the other dude?
That'd be a good name for an autobiography. Are you the dude? I get that a lot. Are you the dude that got killed in the movie with the guy? Yes.
Yes. I was in the background of that scene. It's great.
That's another good title. Killed in the movie with the guy.
I mean, we can spitball all day, but I want to talk about. I mean,
yes.
you know, not just the TV show, not just the stand-up comedy, also a husband now.
Yes.
Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you. I'm a hyphenate now. Comedian, actor, husband, and Metamucil user. I can't even say Metamucil.
It's fine. It's better than being a slashy. You know,
Well,
throw the hyphen in there.
I got back from the honeymoon Saturday night, so I was in Mexico for a week, sitting in the sun, and just kind of no cell phone, no internet. So it's really weird how you get in this pace of, oh, I don't really need to check up on things, and it affects how you talk,
right?
As you can see.
But I mean, you're a bit of a techie. You're a bit of a geek. Isn't that hard for you to disconnect like that?
I'm like one of those passive geeks where I don't really know how to use any of the technology. I just own a lot of it and I benefit from it. But as far as I have friends who are like, if you hit 3 buttons on your cell phone in the correct order, it turns into a dental laser. I'm like, I know how to hit 7 buttons, and then a friend's voice comes in and I talk to them.
Right.
Is that how,
That's a cool feature.
I always use the most basic feature, and that's it. And also, I have drawers full of instruction manuals for digital cameras and iPods and computers that I've never read.
See, a true geek doesn't even put those in a drawer. I mean, you got to just chuck those things. Yeah, because you're never going to reference
chuck them? Okay,
you don't
good.
even. It's trial and error. If you break something, there's always a tech support guy in India.
Sitting there making me feel guilty, like I should be reading this. I have this miraculous device at my fingertips, and I really don't know how to use it all that well.
So, but you know how to use the TiVo. I know you're a big fan of the TiVo.
Oh yeah.
That's the little box that records the shows.
God, I love. This sounds so cheesy, but people talk about, I started taking yoga and it changed my life, or I started hang gliding, or I started teaching people to read and it changed my life. I bought a TiVo and that changed my life. That is what changed my life, is the TiVo. That opened up a world of having time to read books and actually talk to friends, because I just record everything and then it just sits there on that box for weeks. And then I can't watch single episodes of shows. I got to bank 4 episodes.
And just crank them out in a night?
Yeah, and then crank them out like it's this big 4-hour movie.
That's good. Instead of waiting for the DVD set, you just grab it when it's live, and there you go.
Although sometimes I do still wait for DVD. There's whole shows in the 80s and 90s that I never watched, and now I have them on DVD.
You can finally catch up on Greatest American Hero, and
find out what that was all about.
You're like, I
remember the country coming to a halt when that show came on, and I was too busy roller boogieing.
Like all the kids were, of course. Yeah. What's Patton? Before you fall apart on me.
Well, easy. Dude, don't bend these.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. These are mint. These were sealed hermetically. Or
let me.
Do you want to punch a PA? We can get somebody out here.
Yeah. Is there
Can we get a PA?
Who's a PA with a sturdy neck? It won't be. It'll be 6 inches. That's.
It'll be a light wrap. We actually don't have PAs. I pretty much grab the own coffee.
This past Wednesday was every Wednesday. That's when new comics come out.
Yep.
That's when geeks get well, and this past Wednesday is what we nerds call a good Wednesday, because a lot of really good stuff came out.
Do you really make the weekly pilgrimage? You go
every Wednesday. Every Wednesday, and I don't do the thing where if the store opens at 11 a.m., I'm there at 10:45, just kind of sitting out in the sun. By the way, nerds in the sun, waiting outside the store, it's a really sad,
very bad idea,
science fiction-y thing to see. But yeah, I go in there and I get all this stuff, and then I read it the day of, and also I love how me and all my nerd friends have different systems for reading. stuff. Whereas I go in like a weird numerical order, and I always try to end it on like issue 6 of 6 or 5 of 5. Other friends do it alphabetically. It's insane.
But you don't just read. You also wrote.
I wrote an issue of the Justice League, and then there's a chance, and I'll know in the next couple weeks that they might give me Justice League Unlimited to start doing monthly.
Wow.
But I just got to pitch a bunch of stories.
That's a big
and see if
deal.
they like it. That's a very big deal.
Well, I mean, so now you
Which
have
I
the
don't
power,
want to mess up.
But you have the power to make these superheroes pretty much do whatever you want.
Did you just say
so?
I have the power to make these superheroes do it?
Well, that's exactly what I said.
I have the power to stay awake till 4 a.m. In my underwear writing these stories.
Well, that's got to be
what
empowering.
if
feeling.
Giganta had sex with the Atom? Would that be possible?
See, that's exactly where I'm going. I expect to see some interesting.
God, this was such a good Wednesday. Let me go through the titles I bought.
All right, let's
Let me
see.
tell you. Okay, this is Bureau for Paranormal Research and Defense. This is by a guy named Mike Mignola, who's a genius. Awesome comic.
All right.
Oh, this is what this guy Andy Diggle's doing this thing called Silent Dragon. Samurais and time travel and guns.
Sweet.
Can't go wrong.
Does it still have the ads for like the superhuman strength and sea monkeys, or are
They
we
don't
past
do
that
those.
stage?
No, they don't. Now they have ads like, "Please don't go to school and shoot all your classmates." Like it's all.
Well, that's a
like,
good message.
Yeah, which is that's
a
where
good
that's
message.
where you need to put those messages in these books. You know, you're not the Punisher. Don't go to class and shoot the guy.
We've
that
got we've got time for one more. What was the best of the bunch left?
Oh,
What
well,
do you have?
it's the new, this is a guy named Warren Ellis. Anything with this guy Warren Ellis writes is called Ultimate Secret, but this guy is nuts. He's like this insane genius. I got to hang out with him in London, and everything he writes is like something that a mental patient would write, except it involves superheroes. And it's brilliant.
See, that's what I expect your issues to be like if they give it to you.
They will be.
So please
Yeah.
stay up till 5 in the undies. Drink a
That's
lot of coffee.
That's my plan.
Patton, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thanks for having me on.
It's a pleasure. You can catch the King of Queens Monday at 8 on CBS and see what else Patton's up to on his website. It's PattonOswalt.com. Now, don't go away, because we've found the one thing you've been lacking in the bedroom, a hard drive. Now, dim the lights, my little lustrels. It's time to bring passion into the digital age. Since you and your computer have already spent, so much intimate time with each other, it's only natural that we bring it out of the office and into the magic room. Soak up the womanly curves of the bedroom PC. Oh, yes. Now, we can't begin to test the PC in the bedroom without a lovely lady friend, Paige Peterson.
Hello.
Thank you so much for helping out.
Oh, sure. My pleasure.
First thing, of course, when it comes to the bedroom PC, ladies and gentlemen, is quietness. Because I want to hear all the things I'm doing right, Paige. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yes.
I can't have any distractions. That's why we've equipped this bad boy right here with a power supply. Not just any power supply, no. The Antec Neo Power 480. What do you think about that, Paige?
Oh, it makes me hot.
A little bit? But it keeps the computer nice and cool. You know how that
Good.
works?
Oh, yes.
Yes,
That's great.
of course. We also have a Zalman. Sorry, Brendan.
I don't want to ruin the mood or anything.
You already have, Brendan.
It's just that the two of you look like sisters.
Well, it keeps it hotter. There's also a Zalman a processor cooler made for quietness as well, Paige.
I like that.
Do you want to have a listen?
Yes,
Let me just
please.
hold my bosom to the computer where the microphone is, and you can test how quiet it is.
Oh, me too.
Shocking, isn't it? I could hear your heart beating. Or pounding. Now, Paige, you know the rules of the bedroom, as many women do out there. And there's really only one rule, and that's I will not allow an ugly box in my bedroom.
Oh, no.
No way. Get right out. Shoo, ugly box. That's why I've got the X15E HTPC case with touchscreen LCD.
I like to touch it.
Please touch it twice.
That's a very pretty box you have there, Kevin.
Thank you, Brendan. I pride myself on it. I groomed it today. Now, if I select using the touch screen, you'll see that it's running Windows Media Center, because you ladies don't like XP. No. That would be wrong. Pish posh. We've got Media Center. In fact, I'll take it a step further. And let me cue up some music for my lovely lady, because that is what we want to do on our Media Center. So, I'll back out to the home menu, go to My Music. Let me sort by artists. How about songs? Paige, are you feeling adults only, or?
Oh, adults only, of course.
I know you are, of course. Consenting adults, by the way, Your Honor. I Smack Adults Only. I'm going to press play. And the music will begin shortly.
Oh, yeah.
Kevin,
that
Kevin, are
sounds
you
good.
British?
I'm sorry?
Are you British? I'm not sure.
I'm in between accents at the moment,
Okay.
but I'll settle down very shortly. So, we have Adults Only going, but Paige, as you can see clearly, the mood just isn't right.
No, we're missing something.
Something is missing. Perspiration and animals. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. The SPCA would have a field day with my lunchroom. No, we're missing the mood. We need to set the lights. We need to set the tone. But a ladies' man can't use the clapper. No clap allowed. Seriously. You have to automate this, Paige.
Yes.
This is the Home Pro RF automation system, and we're going to use it in conjunction with the Z-Wave home automation system from Home Seal Light Control. So, using the Media Center add-on, I'm going to back out to the main menu, go to my programs.
Oh.
Yeah, and I have something set just for you there, Paige.
I like
To
that.
bring it down. You do like it, don't you? And when you're done, forget cuddling. No, when I'm sending you off to make me a sandwich, I'm just going to go back to my Media Center main page and hit my TV and cue up my favorite shows. Isn't that delightful?
Perfect.
You like it, don't you?
Kevin, when is the part where you slip her a Mickey?
It's already
already
happened.
happened.
Exactly. In about 5 minutes, it's all gravy. For a complete list of all the components in our bedroom PC and for all my personal grooming tips, visit attackoftheshow.com.
You could stand to get your roots done, Kev.
Now, my little love puppies, go! But quickly return. Don't neglect the right one, Paige.
Oh, sorry.
For I will be hand-feeding you the news slowly while wearing a tunic.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome back to the show. No, you have not missed Gems of the Internet or My First 50. They're still on the way, don't worry. Plus, a reminder that this week's Boost Mobile Live Band is Versus the World. They'll be here Friday, so you should be as well. Now, with your left hand, touch the tip of your nose. Good. You're ready for the feed.
Google is continuing to win hearts and minds in its battle to rule the world, this time scoring major cool points with the residents of San Francisco. Google's made good on its bid to build a free Wi-Fi network in the city by the bay, giving people access to 300 kilobits per second anywhere in town. According to reports in Business 2.0 magazine and Google.net, the company will use its own authentication services and will be calling upon San Diego-based cellular network builder WFI to supply the hardware for the project. Now, this, of course, would be great news to all the young, hip web designers in San Francisco if all of them weren't already forced to move back into their parents' homes in Iowa after the dot-com crash of the late 90s. Maybe they'll be back. The Sony PSP, so light, so portable. So many things that can go horribly, horribly wrong. Most recently, PSP hacker sites are warning users that a fake patch is being floated around, claiming to be from the PSP development team. It's not, according to guys on sites like pspupdates.net, and will instead brick your handheld. Brick, of course, is the hip new term meaning to render your PSP useless to the point where you'd have more fun carrying a brick in your backpack. This comes on the heels of an announcement that PSPs with systems version 1.5 or higher will not be able to run homebrew programs. So hackers will have to downgrade before loading extra stuff. You see, just like your mom said, if you pick at it long enough, it's going to get infected. Now, Hollywood has used every excuse in the book to explain this year's rather dismal box office receipts. Internet piracy, home theater systems, high gas prices, a version of the Asian bird flu that only attaches itself to Renee Zellweger films. But now they may be actually staring down the awful truth. The reason box office numbers are down, studios are admitting it's because movies are, almost unilaterally, steaming lumps of crap. Finally! Sony Pictures Vice Chairman Amy Pascal was quoted in the LA Times as saying that the movies themselves may be keeping people away and that Hollywood has to step up its game. Maybe now they'll make smaller, quirkier films aimed at cult audiences? Probably not. After being told that legions of Firefly fans were clamoring for a movie, Serenity landed with an overhyped $10 million thud this weekend. Serenity fans now join Santa Claus and the Chupacabra on the list of things we told exist, but we have yet to find any evidence supporting. And finally, you pale, scrawny tech nerds out there now have a reason to add ESPN to your favorites list. Rocket racing! Peter Diamandis, that's the man behind the private spaceflight contest called X Prize, is developing a NASCAR-like racing league for rocket-powered aircraft. That's right, Diamandis likens it to pod racing from Star Wars Episode 1. Seriously. And will feature vehicles taking off like airplanes and racing across the sky. We're not sure the exact logistics here, but you can probably count on ESPN anchors retiring the phrase, and yet he walked out of the fiery crash unscathed. That's a thing of the past. If you aren't jazzed about seeing giant man-made spaceships covered in huge Tide and Home Depot logos barreling towards either victory or sonic death, we have no idea what you even like anymore. And that's the feed. Now here's more of the other crap.
Oh.
Kevin, Brendan?
Wow.
Ooh. Which one's the other crap?
I don't know.
I think it's me.
It's all,
Could be.
It's all
Could be.
rolled into one.
Okay.
You know, we have given people a chance to get to know many of the guest hosts on our show, Brendan, and it just occurred to me that I don't even know your last name.
It's Schwartz.
Schwartz. Well, Mr. Schwartz, let's give the viewers a chance to ask you something to get to know you better.
All right.
All right, let's do it.
Excited. Peter, on the phone from Virginia Gardens, Florida. Thank you for joining us, Peter. Do you have any questions for me?
Hey, hi, Mr. Schwartz.
How you doing?
I'm all right. Hey, I just want to know, what's your thoughts on nanotechnology?
Ooh, very serious subject.
Didn't know we were going to get so personal.
Well,
so soon.
I'm curious as well, Brendan.
I think it's evil. I think anything that you can't see is technically a danger to the human race.
All right.
There's something called gray goo, Kevin. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that.
It has been seeping, but my doctor says that's normal.
Well, anyway, that's what's going to actually take over the human race, and it's going to be started from nanotechnology. I say no. Let's cut all government funding immediately.
Great.
Okay.
Maybe the Roboraptor and you should have a debate. I'd love to see that. All right. Ethan joins us on the phone. Are you there, Ethan?
Yeah, I'm here.
How's it going?
It's going pretty good.
Have you heard of the gray goo, Ethan?
No, I haven't.
Okay, good. I'm just making sure. Just
I'm not
making sure.
making
No,
this
no,
up.
I believe you. You have a question for Brendan here.
Yeah, I do. Brendan,
Yes.
what is your favorite place to travel to and why?
I like how you added the and why, by
And
the
why
way.
is experience color?
A simple Mexico doesn't do it.
No, I think I don't have a specific place. I just like the fact that I get to travel all over the place.
Yeah.
I would say I was very lucky. I got to go to Alaska.
For the giant mech thing,
yes,
right?
giant mech thing. Just came back from Toronto.
Nice. Was there a place you went to and were expecting nothing from and actually found, people that spoke English? And...
Sometimes it's the places in the middle of nowhere
Yeah.
where you really get the slice of life. I went to Tennessee, went to a lawnmower racing thing, and people there couldn't be nicer.
Very nice.
You know?
All right.
Yeah.
One more. Josh.
Josh, Concord, New Hampshire. Josh, what's your question?
Yeah, Brendan, I was wondering, what's your favorite band or music type?
I've always been a big rock/blues kind of
Wow.
guy.
Like Blues Traveler?
No, not like that. More of like a harder, like White Stripes. If you ever listen to the John Spencer Blues Explosion, I'm a huge fan. All right. Not everybody has your taste in music.
That White Stripes concert.
Yeah.
Woo! Now would not be a good time to leave. I'm just saying. We've got the untold story behind Stewie Griffin's untold story.
Welcome back to Cosmos 2038. As you know, the early 2000s was a banner time for astronomy, with new planets and moons discovered seemingly every year. This naturally exhausted some of the classical Greek and Roman names. Not that anyone would know who they were anymore, bloody Philistines. In this hour, we'll be observing the unpredictable climate on the 12th moon of... the 12th moon of Babylon 5. Afterwards, we'll check in on the Spock constellation before dipping our toes in the Stargate SG-1 cluster just outside of the Bacula system. Hope you enjoy this.
Now, did you enjoy last week's little Counter-Strike interlude? Good, because this week you're getting more Battlefield 2, and you're gonna like it. Battlefield 2's turn-ons include long walks on the beach, a sense of humor, and a knowledge of red wines. Its turn-offs are smokers and people with bad attitudes. To register, go to our website and click Join Our LAN Party. That's where you're going to get all the details and the links to get yourself started. And we'll see you Thursday for our LAN Party. It's going to be a really good time. Fold out, pin up. Family Guy fans are already well aware that their questions about Stewie will be answered in the very first feature film, Stewie Griffin, The Untold Story. What they don't know is that I was invited to the star-studded and only partially two-dimensional red carpet premiere. The best part about going to animated movie premieres is meeting the people behind the voices.
This is Peter Griffin and Stewie Griffin and Ryan urging you to buy the Family Guy DVD.
You know, feel free to say no to this, but, would you shave my coin purse?
Oh, no. No way, man.
That's probably, when people ask, what's the biggest difference between you and your character? It would be that Lois really overdoes the part.
I am sorry. I am so sorry. There was booze in the car. I'm sorry.
She got what we call in the business faced. Can you use that on G4?
It wasn't long ago that Family Guy was headed for the sitcom graveyard. Only through relentless fan support and impressive DVD sales did Fox decide to revive the series. Now the Griffin family is pushing past TV boundaries with the DVD feature film, Stewie Griffin, The Untold Story.
Whoa, what's this, a party? How'd you all get in my room?
It's a little raunchier, it's a little dirtier, it's scandalous, it's really cute.
DVD is what brought the show back in the first place. It's appropriate that our first movie be released in that format.
And it seems like everybody wants to show their love for comedy's favorite little monster, Stewie Griffin.
Box, toaster, aluminum, maple syrup. No, I take that one back. I'm gonna hold on to that one.
Is it the younger guy kind of a thing that gets you?
It's the, attempt at world domination and failure.
How old do you think Stewie actually is?
Oh man, he's gotta be in his 50s.
Are you done with the arts section? Of course.
Oh my God!
You know what really grinds my gears?
You know what really grinds my gears? Nobody's come up with a new priest and a rabbi joke in like 30 years, you know?
When you're walking the red carpet and Drew Barrymore shows up and you're in the middle of an interview and the camera just turns to the right.
I did a character last season and I'm going to do another character this season and I'm in the movie as Mrs. Kool-Aid.
Things going well with Drew?
Oh, yeah.
We have so much fun and he keeps my tongue really red.
When's Futurama coming out?
Stewie, do you know if Fox has any plans to bring back Futurama?
What magazine are you from?
Entertainment Weekly.
Oh, that's Stewie.
He's a crazy one.
He's a crazy little baby. Stewie Griffin, The Untold Story is available on DVD right now. So don't gawk at me. Just go get one. Kevin. Now, if my calculations are correct, my gems of the internet should be right by now. Just walk away from me.
You told me you gave me a command, and
Be a man.
Look, I want to pick up the DVD, but I really want to see some gems first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, gems of the internet. These today are all gems that you can buy.
Oh.
Okay, so they're not just gems, but they're gems that all you got to do is give them your credit card and you'll get one.
Well,
starting off with Halloween's coming up.
Of course it
it's less than a month away now.
I still don't know what I'm going to do.
It's October. I don't either, but I'm going to give you a really, really great idea. It's called Walking Illusions. What these are costumes that you can buy so that it appears that you're being carried by some sort of an animal. Like a gorilla or a bird or a rabbit.
Okay.
What I like the best, actually, and these, they're all under $1,000, so they're very reasonable. What I like best is Santa Claus here. Now, it seems a little confusing because you're thinking, well, I don't get it. I mean, how many people fit in? It's just the guy standing and the costume is built around him.
He's a walking illusion, essentially.
He's a walking illusion. It looks like he's being carried, but it's not. It's just him.
See,
Isn't that
that's...
fun? What's great is that, imagine if you were in the Santa one. You have to, crane your head the whole night and be like, hey, I'm
that's
a
cool.
present.
Do they have, a serial killer and they make it look like you're a severed head in a box?
Yeah, they've got everything. Look, you're...
Oh, they do connect with have you being dead. That's great.
You're a little baby. You're in a garbage can. And they go on and on. It's awesome. This is actually one of the best gems ever. So, Kevin?
And affordable, too,
And
$950.
$950, and not a penny too much, if you ask me.
Clearly.
Moving on, if you don't have a grand to spare, and hey, sometimes people don't, whatever, that's your deal, you might want to buy yourself a nice little snout mug. Because everybody likes pigs, and it's kind of cool, because when you drink in the last bit of your coffee, it's going to look like you have snout.
I get it. It took me a second to visualize it, but now I see it.
Right? And these only go for $13.95, so that's very reasonable. I mean, you could even incorporate the snout mug into your Halloween costume if you wanted to get super wild. That's your call.
That's great.
Finally.
Snouts for everyone.
Finally, as Halloween comes along, people want to buy candy for themselves, for the kids, the trick-or-treaters.
You buy the big bag.
Buy the big bag, but it's important not to just be like one of the other parents who does the the little bite-sized Snickers bars. You want to get creative. You want the kids to like you. So
razor blades in the apples.
I present to you, besides razor blades, because that's a given.
No.
How about some yummy earwax candy, Kevin?
What?
I actually found this at stupid.com because it's one of those things that stupid.com actually
How
has.
Odd that a gem would come from stupid.com.
Quite a few gems. This is actually one of these things that it makes me squeamish to look at it. I don't know personally.
Well, scroll. I haven't seen anything yet. Or is that it?
That's it.
Oh, it's candy that comes.
It's candy out of an ear, and it looks like earwax. Isn't that? That doesn't gross you out?
Yeah. No, it's great.
You're kidding.
No, I mean, it's cool.
I mean, I threw up 3 times when I first saw this. Anyway, you could buy your earwax candy for your trick-or-treaters and be the belle of the ball. You can find all my gem links, past my previous gems, and other things full of luster at attackoftheshow.com. Thanks for nothing, Kev.
You're going to hit me during the commercial, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
All right, when we come back, I waste 50 minutes of perfectly good gaming time so you don't have to.
Woo! Woo!
All right, ready?
Damn, Skippy, I'm ready.
On the next attack of the show, face it, your Tuesdays are no longer your own. No, they belong to Chris Gore and DV Tuesday. Plus, if it came from eBay or in a store, the shelves would be bare, the floors filthy, and the customers on fire. And finally, we'll have a damn good download that, frankly, if it were any better, would have to be a ridiculously good download, but that's over the character limit, so forget it. That's the next attack of the show in brief. Look, gotta be honest, I don't have a lot of time to myself, so I hope you appreciate the 50 minutes I spare for you every week. Today's first 50 is a big one, Sarah.
Okay.
In a big way. Here it is.
What?
Far Cry Instincts. You're like, what?
What
I see
is
a
it?
box.
It looks like DVD.
No, it looks like one of the best
Oh, it's a video game!
looking Xbox games I've seen in a long time.
Okay, now Far Cry, it
Yes.
came out like what, a couple years
It
ago?
was on the PC, came
Yeah,
out a little
yeah.
while ago.
It was a big deal.
It was a big deal, but it didn't get as much love as it should have. It's kind of like the Arrested Development of first-person shooters, you know? Hey, you know.
Sorry place to be.
Exactly. But it did well enough that the boys at Crytek and the boys at Ubi, they went ahead and put it out. Now it's a completely different game on the old Xbox, but the same kind of feel, the same Far Cry feel you know and love, Sarah.
Okay, good. Well, so what do you think about the old Instincts,
All right,
Kevin?
so nothing terribly new in the gameplay department, but you shouldn't expect it if it ain't broke.
Don't fix it.
That's what they say. The controls, however, have been refined. Very nice for the... Oh, this, by the way, this is an in-game cutscene. I mean, this happens... You're literally in the game. The control is taken away from you, and look at how fast the action is. You don't normally see in-game cutscenes like this, but... I was talking with Anthony, who actually helped with some of the capture there, and even he was just like, I can't believe some of the cutscenes in this game. For being in-engine, incredible. Very good.
Okay.
Here you can see me... that was me actually planting a tree trap. You can go around, stab people in the back.
Wow,
of
Kevin,
course.
this is really gruesome.
Yeah, it's kind of like a day at, the G4 offices, just running around, stabbing each other in the back.
Just trying to save yourself.
Plugging each other. And there's a, shot to the throat. You can unlock powers. There's also the weapons. There's dual wielding. If you go prone, you can press and hold A, and your guy will flip over on his back, so you can shoot up through the.
And there's like lots of pretty palm
paneling
trees
floor.
and stuff.
Yeah, so it's like if
know?
you're not into killing, just do some sightseeing.
Just sun yourself and
of,
enjoy the mosquitoes.
All sorts of vehicles. Drive them around. There's boats. But of course, killing people Not so fun when they're faceless, computer-controlled bots. No.
Not so fun.
You want to kill actual human beings.
Yeah, you want to feel like they're people that you know.
That's why there's multiplayer, Sarah. I mean,
Wait.
these guys thought of it. It's not just me.
I thought I was wowed before.
Hold your horses.
Hold them.
Pull back on the pony.
Whoa.
We've got a variety of good stuff in there. Hold on, look at the multiplayer. It's good stuff, I promise. Split screen, Xbox Live. Most importantly, the frame rate stays consistent, even in the multiplayer. One of the things that I did have a gripe with is the reticle, that giant circle in the screen. Either that machine gun shoots bullets, the size of elephants.
Well, Kevin, it's not that big.
Or it is, well... It is.
I'm sorry.
Right.
I shouldn't say things like that to you.
You shouldn't. I hear them all too often.
It doesn't matter.
Nevertheless, it's a giant reticle, and it's one of the few things that I didn't like. But hey, it's a good game. It's a great first-person shooter. All the reviews are swimming, and my first 50 minutes with it were just as fun as they were with any other first-person shooter.
Your instincts appear to be right on, Kevin.
Yes. It's a far cry from Halo. But it's a close whisper of good times.
Could do that all day. Pun intended.
Let's not. For more information, check out our show notes at attackoftheshow.com. That's our website.
That's right. Now,
it's on the internet.
Yeah, it is. What is the internet?
So vast
Tell me during the
collection of-
commercial.
Okay.
Don't miss the final act. It's where we reveal who the killer is.
Ooh.
And when we read your chat questions, we do that too.
Attack of the show, baby. Attack.
Oh, hello. Welcome back to Cosmos 2038. In this half hour, we'll be charting the distances between the planets Chewbacca, Cybertron, and James Doohan. Then we'll have exclusive satellite photos of the glorious rings around Marvin the Martian. You know what? That's it. I've had it. If you people refuse to take science seriously, I'm through. You won't have Belvedere to push around anymore. You go ahead. You name them after Serenity characters for all I care. I've had it. This is ridiculous. This isn't science. It's a charade.
This Thursday, we've been granted access to Geek Ground Zero, Skywalker Ranch. And we'll be talking to none other than Anakin Skywalker and Emperor Palpatine, Hayden Christensen and Ian McDermott.
Wow.
But we want to ask them your most burning Star Wars questions. So you're going to be involved. So email them to us at, get ready for this, Star Wars questions at attackoftheshow.com. This is your chance. This is your chance to ask Hayden and Ian anything.
Oh, that's a big deal.
About Star Wars?
Anything.
No,
Or just anything?
I mean,
Anything.
it could be Star Wars.
What do you think of nanotechnology? That's a good question. This week, Xbox is hosting their XO5 event in Amsterdam, where publishers, developers, press retailers, and anyone else that can keep away from the coffee shops long enough will gather to get psyched about the old Xbox 360. Tomorrow we'll have some exclusive game trailers from the conference, followed by news from the press conferences on Wednesday, and then finally on Thursday, we'll be bringing you the interviews from some top developers. So stay tuned all week. It's a big week.
It's a big week.
For the Microsoft camp.
Are they really going to get up that early?
I
in
think so.
Amsterdam?
I think they are. They might just not
Yeah,
fall
come
asleep.
on.
Stumble around the streets
that's
and realize
smart.
they have
Yeah.
a conference to be at. Put the
It's not really-
space cake
It's not really
away.
that kind of city, though.
Is it not?
Coffee shop.
Oh, so you do fall asleep
Yeah.
rather quickly.
Yeah. Lots of eating.
No idea what we're talking about. Let's get to the
Neither.
RC chat room.
Iron Ninja 321 wants to know, will gamers really go through the learning curve with the Nintendo Revolution controller? Come on, be honest. Love it with us, Kev.
I think the whole purpose behind the controller is that they're supposed to not be a learning curve.
A learning curve?
Yeah, I mean, you look at something like the 360 or the DualShock and all these little knobs and button thingies, and it vibrates. Ooh, that's confusing to a lot of gamers. But if you have something that is a natural gesture,
It's kind of
theoretically, we're all used to making said motion.
Is it like a runaway fire hose? Like
It can be, yeah. It's
got a
like
life of its own.
it's the fourth Red Bull and vodka in the men's room, and you're just whoa. Not that I've sprayed the walls or anything. I'm just saying.
That's so gross. All right, Super Feedman wants to know, did the host think that the leak of the Family Guy movie made the release less than strong?
What do you guys think?
I didn't even know it got leaked,
Probably
so
yes.
not for me.
You've seen the movie already.
Yeah,
Why pay for it?
Could be. All right, no more show. We are done.
Thanks to our guests, Patton Oswalt and Paige Peterson. Pick up Patton's comedy CD, Feeling Kinda Patton. It's in stores now. And don't forget to check out Paige's website at paigepeterson.com.
Now,